So, not being able to see an image in your head using your mind's eye. So, what you see is black, is the inability. It's like between 2 and 5% of people have this, and it is the inability to see the picture or the item in your mind's eye. We know what it looks like, but we can't picture it. There's no picture. Everything is completely black. There is no picture. What we do is, instead of seeing it in our mind's eye, we feel it more. That's where our power lies, the ability to feel. And that translates to the ability to heal at a significant level. So this healed energy gets projected out, and anybody in that energy will trigger them into feeling what they have to feel in order to heal. They express that way. They project that way as what has to be healed. And when they heal that, they complete a cycle. But they have to feel it. They can't project it. They have to feel it in order to heal through this and gain a higher level of consciousness through that healing, because you master that emotion. And you complete the cycle and you move on to something else that you have to heal. And as you continue to heal, you continue to raise your frequency, your energy, your truth, and you draw in a whole different reality based on the energy you project. But you have to raise that frequency in order to project that energy, because energy doesn't lie. And you can't cheat the universe. You have to experience it in its entirety in order to heal it from start to finish. The root cause of that pain, not the triggers. Triggers lead to the trauma or the experience, the root cause. And that is what you have to feel, that from start to finish. Pull it in and navigate that entire thing. Feel through it and it'll dissipate, and you will never experience that feeling again. You'll never be triggered into that emotion because you've healed it. You've graduated. Congratulations. Oh, that's beautiful. The first time I did that, when you get into such incredible emotions that you have to navigate, fear and shame and abandonment. Abandonment takes time. You can have one person trigger an emotion and you realize what it is, like some of the big ones, like fear and guilt and shame. There'll be a couple of things that trigger you into that feeling, and you'll navigate those. And it just takes one time to master that feeling. Because it's one, it is powerful, but two, it's a limited thing. Okay, fear may be something that was projected onto you a lot, so you're gonna have to navigate those ones. But for me, the biggest, the longest, and the most impactful feeling to navigate and to explore and to heal through was abandonment. Emotional abandonment. That is really hard because I received that my entire life, and that is a lot. It took me multiple people triggering me into that. So, I mean, literally for the last 3 years, getting into connections with people and feeling abandoned, to have to heal through that. And then other times as I get into a relationship with somebody, it doesn't matter what kind of relationships it is. It could be platonic, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. The point is you're in a connection and energy with somebody that you care about, and they abandon you. for somehow reason, are triggered into removing themselves emotionally, abandoning your emotions, not putting your emotions or respect into your emotions. But it doesn't really matter, because it's not are not responsible or accountable for your emotions, but you're triggered into that. And that is a flag, a representation of the work that I need to do in self if I want to become whole. So it's got nothing to do with them. They are just the trigger. They're not abandoning you. They are triggering the emotion of your abandonment from the past, because this is not healed. And then when you can heal through all this, and you'll never feel emotional abandonment again, because you love yourself so much. You've done so much work, and you're so grateful for the opportunity to heal through these things and become your true self without the programming. And you unpackage all that, what people projected on you, and you heal it. Oh, you heal it. And that's the energy you project out. When you choose to feel that energy, other people receive that, and they're triggered into healing. So when people heal and raise their frequency, they'll be able to quiet their minds and meditate and do everything. There's where telepathy comes in, right there. Because telepathy is an energy and can be image, right? Like if I'm sending this energy of an apple or an orange or a handful of cherries or a set of keys, I can send you the image if I'm capable, but I can't. I can only send the energy or the feeling, and that will trigger. Because if it's the healed version that I've conquered, a trauma that I've conquered, I project that energy out, and it is the key. It is the portal into that healing, and that's why you get triggered when you're around. So if you're triggered in joy and happiness and love or hate or whatever, guilt or whatever feeling you get triggered into, is the feeling that you are cued into healing through in order to complete the contract that we have, the spiritual contract that we have. I am here to transmute or give you the key in order to heal and transmute that energy into something of a healed version of self, if that makes sense. So when I'm projecting out this unconditional love and all this healing that I've done, you're going to be receiving that energy. And that energy is going to trigger you subconsciously into expressing the energy that you need to heal. And when that happens, then when you feel through it, you'll heal it and be able to close that cycle. So when you're around light workers and you get triggered into something, if you want to master those feelings, that's how you do it. I hope this helps. Wow. We are the healers. We're the ones. So when you guys heal, you can start using telepathy. I think that's a wrap. I think it's cool. That's enough for today, I think. I'll talk later. Bye for now.